What's up, party people? It's KeysDAN with RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com, coming to you live and in living color from the Radio What studios. And this is my podcast, What Makes You Famous? It's an extension of the RadioWhat.com internet radio station that I've been running for quite some time. And if you need DJ services, where do I always send you? DJLittleRock.com. One more time, DJLittleRock.com. Check availability and get a free price quote. And maybe you could have me at your next event. You know I like to party with the people. The people need to be entertained. Are you not entertained? Let me entertain you. Make your next thing a big one. Today on the program, I have Amanda Foote. That's Foote with an E. Oh, you've heard that name. Oh, you've seen that name. Ha! Well, you're going to know a little bit more about Amanda Foote in the next few minutes. So stick around. This week's shows, I have 3 public shows. Count them. 3 public shows this week. My Friday night gig, my usual Friday night gig at the Rab in Conway, Arkansas. The Video Dance Party Karaoke Jam. Yeah, I said karaoke. You're the stars of the show. All I'm doing is pressing buttons. Let me push a button for you, and you be the star. They got a full bar. The kitchen's open. Pool tables. Pool tournament on Friday nights. So come on out to the Rab in Conway, Arkansas, 8 p.m. until 12:30 in the AM. Always a good time. Fun and friends. And then on Saturday, this next Saturday, I will be at, the Family Dollar in Stuttgart, Arkansas. Yeah, Family Dollar. I did one of those up in, another part of Arkansas, Marshall, Arkansas. They did a grand opening about a month ago, and now I have another grand opening at the Family Dollar in Stuttgart, Arkansas. That's from 10 a.m. until 1 in the afternoon. And yeah, I'll put the screen up for karaoke. So if you want to sing like they did in Marshall, Arkansas, you can come out and you can sing at Stuttgart, Arkansas from 10 a.m. until 1 in the p.m. And then on Saturday evening, I will be back at Spectators. Yeah, Spectators Bar and Grill in North Little Rock, Arkansas. That's pretty close to Sherwood, Arkansas. That's from 8 p.m., I think, until about midnight. And they, such nice people. I've only been there one time. I was covering for DJ Rick Zilke, Ricky Z. That's their normal karaoke jock, and he has something to do this week and next week. So I'm going to be at Spectators. I'm stoked. I'm excited. Thank you, Ricky Z, for letting me take care of your people at Spectators Bar and Grill in North Little Rock, close to Sherwood. I know I keep saying that. Yeah, but that's about where it's at. And 8 p.m. until about midnight. I'm stoked. All right, that's enough intro. Let's get into it with Amanda Foote. I got her on Skype, so if you're listening to the audio version, I encourage you to check out the video version on my YouTube page, youtube.com/user/KeysDAN. Skyping Amanda Foote now.
I think I have it.
Look at you. What a professional. You are smarter than the machine. Hello, Amanda Foote. Good to know you. It's KeysDAN, your pal from Facebook. I've been stalking you on your Facebook page, listening to your songs. I mean, most of the songs that I get to listen to are on your Facebook in video form. A lot of times it's real demo version, but you are fantastic. I love your sweet voice. For people that don't know about you, Amanda Foote, people, and if it Foote, or do you pronounce the E like Foote?
Yeah, it's Foote.
It is Foote. That's beautiful. Now, Amanda Foote, for the people that don't know who you are, I want you to give an idea. If you were writing your own Wikipedia page, the top 2 paragraphs, who is an Amanda Foote?
Oh my goodness. Well, I come from a small town in Newfoundland, Grand Bank. It has like a population of about 1,000 people. And I started singing when I was 7 in church. And I think My mom and my dad. My dad was always singing with me growing up, and he always had me at music. And then my mom started taking me to church, and that's where I started to. As I got older, I started um, just dabbling in different music and different kinds of music, and then I found my love for country music.
Well, I mean, the blurb that I did get, it's pretty hard to find stuff about you. There are several Amanda Footes, and I couldn't find a website for you. But what I did find, and I don't want you to be a mystery. I want you to be throughout the world. I want everyone to know about you, the wonderfulness that is you, Amanda Foote. But I got, Amanda Foote is an up and coming music artist located in Newfoundland, Canada. And Amanda has a lot of experience singing gospel and country music, which you just said. She started singing at the young age of 7 in church. Inspiration comes from her father singing with her as a little girl. That's a wonderful thing for a father-daughter, activity. I'm always looking for activities to do with my daughter. And I think that would be a wonderful thing if I can get her to sing with me, even though I'm not a very good singer. I know a lot of the kids are doing TikTok videos with their parents, but you're singing, with your dad as a young lass. But you're out there in Newfoundland, which is, are you on anywhere near the coast? Or I guess there's no real beach there, but are you anywhere near the coast of in your little town, or are you more inland?
We're surrounded by water here anyway, but we're more on the boot of land, so it's pretty small.
Yeah, for anybody, most of my listeners are in America, but I have listeners all over the world. But if you're looking at Canada, it's all the way on the east side, the northeast of Canada. And for people like me who've never been to Canada, really haven't spent a lot of time north of the, I guess the 40th parallel of this world. I've been all across the United States, but I haven't spent time much north. For people like me, is it always cold? Is it always freezing? Is it always snowing in Newfoundland? And I know you've probably been asked that before. Tell the people.
It gets cold. I mean, we have decent winters here, but in Alberta it gets a lot colder. But our summers are around, so we don't get a lot of warm weather. But where we're used to it, I guess we're satisfied with warm with the heat that comes in the summertime.
Well, besides the singing with your dad, that's my goodness, what a great activity to have with your child. What a great bonding activity. Besides the singing with your dad, a little Amanda Foote growing up. What are you doing? Are you playing hockey? I'm just kidding. Or are you? What does a little Amanda Foote do growing up in school?
I was actually really shy as a kid, but didn't really talk a lot. The music helped me expand and helped me be more social and stuff like that. But I was actually a tomboy.
Okay, wait, you're shy, but you're a tomboy, like a tree climbing, mud slinging, beat up the boys type of tomboy, working on cars, maybe trucks. What?
Not beat up boys. I spent a lot of years like at my cabin, and we used to build tree houses and play with dinghies and all that good stuff, and go fishing. I know my way around.
See, now that's the stuff of country songs. That's what country songs are written about. A lot of outdoor activities. With this COVID thing, I don't think I can get COVID. I played outside in the dirt, in the mud. I've used gas station bathrooms. I think I'm immune. If you get out in the dirt and get out and get into nature, you can. And I'm no scientist, but I think that does help your immune system when you get out into nature and go play. What do you think?
I don't know. I have a pretty weak immune system, but I tried everything.
Okay.
I was really sick as a kid, and I enjoyed it every moment I got to stay outside and to play with friends and stuff.
Well, tell me, Amanda Foote. I mean, since you touched upon it, and this is primarily a learning podcast, I want to learn a little bit more about you, and my listeners do, of course. But I mean, tell me about, you were a sickly child, or you had illnesses that you grew up with that you had to battle? What kind, if you don't mind?
When I was 2 weeks old, I almost held my tongue, and I had asthma my whole life, and my lung collapsed 7, and I've been sick like I catch everything that's around, every virus or every flu. I'm bound to get it.
Wow. I mean, I have a child now. She's 16, and she has some asthma. Nothing that really could put her in the hospital, but she does have an inhaler, and she does have the puffs, the medicine if it's something that goes strong. But you said collapsed lung. That sounds serious. Like put you in the hospital for a while. Serious.
Yeah.
That was at 2 weeks old. I'm sure you don't remember much of it, but what do people tell you about it?
My dad and my mom spent a lot of time taking care of me, and my dad saved my life a lot of times, and he was always there, and he used to always sing to me to make me feel happy and buy me everything and spoil as much as he could. And I was so shy. I didn't really say much, but he always made me, feel special and loved and not like a burden kind of thing.
Well, do you have any brothers and sisters?
I do. I have 2 brothers.
Older or younger?
Older.
I'm sorry.
And I have step siblings as well.
I'm sorry. I think I stepped all over you, this technology. But are they older or younger, if you can go over it again?
My brothers, one is younger, one is older. 2 brothers. And I also have step siblings.
Okay. And are they older or younger?
Older.
Boys, girls?
Older. Boy, well, the ones that I know is a boy and a girl. Yeah.
Well, okay, all right. But you grew up with a lot of boys. But did you and the girl at least get to bond a little bit while you were growing up?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we're really close, and we don't see each other as much as I'd like to, but we know that we love each other and everything.
Well, that's, generally what happens unless you live in a certain kind of a family. Most of the time, families break off and go off in their own directions. But hopefully with technology, you have a phone, you have FaceTime and Zoom and Skype like we're using right now to where you can keep in touch with family. But, from what I understand, at least you and your dad had this bond growing up. And for you that had problems with your lungs, singing, did that become therapeutic?
Yeah, I mean, when I was younger, I remember my singing company teacher actually in church, because I was in everything in church. I went to church 5 days a week. But my singing company teacher, she was just doing like what we usually do, just singing and stuff. And she was walking back and forth the aisle. And she just stopped in front of me, and then she told everyone else to stop. And then she just got me to sing it, sing the song. And after that, I mean, everybody wanted me to sing everywhere and sing Sunday mornings and at different churches. And that's how, when I was sick, I always sang like inspiring stuff. My dad had me singing all the older classic countries like Roy Morgan and all of those great ones. And it was always passion. It was passion that came to me and happiness when I was singing.
Well, being self-described as shy, how was that when your music teacher in church was telling you to do a solo in front of everyone? Just put you on the spot. How did that and how old were you back when that happened?
I was 7.
7?
And I was like this little tiny thing with my hair, like almost down to my bum actually. And then it was cut short, but I was just holding this giant microphone in my hand and shaking and singing.
Oh, you are painting a picture of this young little girl that finds at that magical moment. This is a turning point in your life you had all this, trouble with your, with your lungs, getting air into your body. And then finally at 7 years old, you get recognized as having a talent. And I'm sure with your faith, maybe God-given talent, possibly. Is that how you would describe it? I mean, I know I might be putting words in your mouth, but this is a turning point in your life that puts you on this path to where you are now. I mean, and how did were you singing every day of those 5 days, or did you sing all the time into a brush into your room, or put on records and sing along? How did this progress throughout from 7 until the end of high school, for example?
This is going to make me sound old, but I used to, like, when my parents used to leave and go to the store or something, I used to always take my dad's tape recorder and take one of his tapes and tape over the top of it and go in and record my voice singing. And then he used to play it afterwards, and it would be like, Amanda, because I had ruined his tape.
Well, what are you recording over? Was he? What was his favorite music that he had on these cassette tapes? And if you listen to the podcast that I did last, it was a young girl trying to explain what a cassette tape was. I'm not going to make you go through that, but what were you taping over?
I'm not exactly sure what he was listening to, but he listened to all the older, like Merle Haggard, George Jones, Hank Williams. It might have been Hank Williams.
You recorded over to old Hank. Bo Cephas. Oh my goodness. That's some good music right there. That's some fine country music, and it's outlaw country music. That's a certain kind of country music. It's a little bit dangerous. It's not your wholesome, sweet gospel music where you're singing in church, Rock of Ages, or I'll Fly Away, and those kind of songs. What's your favorite gospel song?
Ooh, I have a few. Favorite, How Great Thou Art is one of my favorites. It's very beautiful. There's a few, but when I was growing up in singing, I had more children kind of songs to sing. So I Can Only Imagine was one. It was really nice. And Shout to the Lord. And oh my God, it's totally in my mind right now. Go Rest High on That Mountain, all kinds like that.
So
that I was singing when I was 8.
I'm guessing the church you were at, kind of a Baptist church, maybe? Is that what that was?
It was the Salvation Army. It was Christian, yeah. It wasn't Baptist.
Salvation Army. See, I've been to a Salvation Army before. I've never, I didn't know that there was it was actually there was a church services going there. I've been by one, and I've helped out. I've supplied music for them. I did some DJing for the Salvation Army, but I didn't realize is that a church in there?
Oh yeah. The church in Grand Bank is fairly big compared to the ones that I've seen around different towns. But yeah, it's my my roots. I have my own little microphone set up, and the sound guy Bruce, he would be like, "Okay, go up and stand in front of the microphone before everyone comes. Get you all set up."
Well, Amanda Foote, that's a perfect place to start in your singing career and your path to singing, because I'm of the school that no one sounds bad singing a gospel song. When you're singing, with your faith, with your singing, with other people, with your family, with your friends, with the other people in the congregation, you're all singing in harmony, in unison, all giving praise, giving thanks to your, having faith together. But I feel like nobody sings a gospel song poorly, or even a Christmas song. It's kind of the same kind of thing. You feel good when you're singing this kind of music. Whether you believe or not, give it a try. And I think you might agree. And if you don't, hey, then move along. But you're singing gospel songs, and is your dad kind of coaching you along, or do you have the music teacher at church teaching you how to hone your voice?
I just learned it myself, actually. They just used to give me songs to learn, and I would do it. I would just learn it within a couple of days.
Wow, you're not going through, doe, a deer, a female deer, or learning the scales and learning how to la 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 la, nothing like that.
All self-taught.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That makes me even more inspired by you. I mean, hey, there is something to be said of going to class and learning, the techniques of how to hone your craft. But my goodness, all right. So all through school, are you going to public school or private school, or public school? Okay. Are you in choir? Are you in band? Are you what are you learning in school? What's your favorite subjects that were in school?
Favorite school was science. But I was in cheerleading and hip hop class when I got in my teenage years, and yeah, I was singing at functions and stuff school would have, and yeah, that's what I get. Like, I was mostly in church, mostly singing.
Well, that's a little bit, yeah. When you go into cheerleading and you go into a more secular, the hip hop thing, that's a big breakaway from church. How did you, were you able to coincide that? I mean, I don't know. When I was really big into church, I became kind of a zealot to where I was preaching all the time. And then I had to figure out that there's a happy medium. Yeah, I was either all in or all out. And there's somewhere in the middle that you can land to where you can listen to secular music and gospel music and still, be centered in your soul, in your heart, and in your mind, but yourself. But how did you, as a young person, your mom and dad are taking you to church all the time, and then you go to school and you listen to a different kind of music. How did you put that together?
I enjoyed it. Like, it was nice to see the different genres and how people sing. And that gave me more chances to change my voice and to try to hit higher notes and different notes and sing a different way and stuff.
Well, you said you're, once again, shy person, and then you're a cheerleader. Cheerleaders, for the most part, are not shy. Were you the cheerleader at the bottom of the pyramid, or in the back of the squad? Or did you ever make it up front and get the solo cheer?
In front, but we didn't have a lot of cheerleaders, so the straight row across. I was on the side. I was happy with being on the side.
Okay, but did you cheer for every game, all the home games, baseball, football, basketball, everything? All the sports?
We cheered for basketball mostly because that was a big thing in our school at the time. And for the hip hop class, I think it was just like extracurricular, just something that kids could do for fun after school to enjoy new stuff. And we did actually, it was a concert, and I had to do hip hop, and then right after hip hop, I had to sing this Mandy Moore song that was extremely high, and I was all in from dancing, and I had to deliver this song, but it turned out. So that's
yeah, I can imagine. You're putting your soul, your heart, and your physical into your dancing, and then they expect you to sing a song. I run a karaoke show on Friday nights, and sometimes I'll put one of those line dance songs that people like to do, and then I'll pick somebody who's in that line dance and put them straight on stage to come sing a song, and they'll go, "Hey, give me a break so I can sing. I need to take a break." I mean, was that how you're feeling? Dancing around and then going straight to singing?
It was, but I was like, okay, I can do this. And then I just opened my mouth and it worked.
Fantastic. All right, so that's how you're getting through your high school. And science, that's fantastic. What did you like about science?
I just liked how everything, the teacher that we had, he explained everything very, very thoroughly. And I just like doing the experiments and seeing what would happen and with the chemicals combined and all that good stuff. So it was just fun. It was more fun than math or language, something like that.
Well, from what it sounds like, you got to give props to your teacher, because a good teacher is what it's about. When you're in school, you have to have somebody that's engaged, that doesn't mind getting a little bit dirty or a little bit messy. I mean, my favorite things were when you mixed a couple of things together and poof, big smoke or explosion. And I think there was one where they made that elephant toothpaste, and you put a couple of things together, and whoa, it looks like silly string. Big giant silly string comes out. I mean, it was fun. Yeah, it definitely is fun, and it engages your mind, and it gets you interested in possibilities, throughout your life. So when you get out of high school, I mean, you have all these skills that you've acquired. You got in the cheerleading, that gets you, able to at least be in front of a few people and perform. You got the singing, that also gives you some performance value. You got the hip hop that gives you the dancing, and then another style of music to get up off of. But was that, what did you want to be when you grew up, once you got out of high school?
A singer.
That's it. No fallback.
But during high school, I did play the saxophone and bass guitar. So I tried the saxophone, but because of my asthma, I couldn't really keep it going for my lung capacity. But I did continue to do the bass guitar for about 3 years, and that was really fun.
Well, did you play with any other people, or did you play in the band?
Yeah. It was a band. Yeah, it was a band.
The school band, like the marching band, or the sit down band. Was it a symphony or was it marching?
No, it wasn't marching. I mean, I did a lot of stuff when I was younger. I mean, I was also in cadet, which is like the army kind of thing, and I was in guard and I carried the gun. There's a lot of structure in my life, a lot of exciting moments for sure, a lot of ways to learn about new things and always a new adventure. So it was a childhood for sure.
Well, yeah, Amanda, you're teaching me that your mom and dad, they gave you that structure in church. You went to ROTC, I guess, a military camp of sorts, and learned that. Is that what you were doing?
Oh, it's called cadets, Sea Cadet.
Cadets, and is that military?
I think you can go to the military after so many years, but like the military, there is rankings like petty officer first class and able cadet and all kinds of stuff like that, and lieutenant. And yeah, it was basically, I think my dad put me in it to show me structure and to learn how to do things, and it was fun. Yeah. I enjoyed it.
What do you feel that you learned? I mean, how to work well with others, that kind of thing?
Yeah, it helped me get out of my shyness, and it also helped me. We had to know survival stuff in the woods, and we had to know how to tie knots, and we had to know how to keep our uniform clean, and you had rules on how you had to wear your hair and everything. It was all the discipline, basically.
Yeah, these are all skills that'll help you all throughout your life. This is great. Mm-hmm. And it gives you fodder for country music. Once again, this is all, outdoorsy skills. And so, all right, as you get older, does your lung capacity seem to be getting better? Or do you still have to use the inhaler every once in a while?
I stopped using my inhaler. I was using 3 a day. I stopped using my inhaler when I was 22.
When you were 22?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, hey, we grow. And did you run, to help to build your lung capacity, or was this all singing?
I guess it was singing, because I never like shut up. I was always singing. Like I would always want to learn something new, a new song that was more of a challenge to me than just an ordinary one. I like the challenge of hitting those notes and delivering it. And my friends enjoyed it as well, so that was more fun.
All right. Well, once you get out of school and you said, I'm going to be a singer, and your mom and dad are saying, well, you should study something else, or are they behind you all the way? Go for it.
Well, they were behind me, but I think after school, I went through kind of really difficult time in my life that, it was just a really difficult time. And I stopped pursuing my music to raise my son. And then after that, I started pursuing it again. And I was singing at weddings and stuff like that. And then I had my second son, so I stopped again. And then after I started again, I never stopped.
Well, see, that's a good person too. You have kids, and that kind of puts a little hiccup in the career, but it's a good hiccup. It's nice. You know that you're a good mama, but then you get them situated, you get them rolling along like a baby duckling. Go out into the world, go do your school, and mama's going to be over here in the recording studio and pursuing what you love. That you love the kids, but you also like to sing as well, and that's beautiful. And so, all right, but even back then at 22, when you first started, were you recording anything? Did you record anything throughout your life besides those tapes over your dad's Bocephus tapes? Do you have any of those still?
I know I don't. Unfortunately, he passed away last year, and it was a really hard time. But I remember the memories, and that's what keeps me going.
Oh.
And I did record like when my son was just going down to sleep, or when I had a moment, I would record songs in the dark on my webcam and just post them. And then people started asking for requests of songs, and then show your face. So eventually, I was really shy. I showed my face and I started recording. And the first song that I showed my face, it was Choices. Choices by George Jones is a song that I sang. And my hair was, oh my. I had did so many takes. I did so many takes of this song, and I was like, oh. And my hair was like in a bun, it had fallen down. I was like, please excuse my face and enjoy the music.
Well, you have to see progression when you're looking at a singer. I mean, just look at some of the singers that came out of the 80s, and I'm sure they look at themselves back then and go, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? But, you find now as things progress, here you are, the lovely lady that I see before me right there next to me. If you're listening to the audio version, I encourage you to check out the video version, and you'll see Amanda Foote right there next to me. And that's fantastic. You have to show some kind of progression. And now when you first were putting out those I guess they were lullabies of sorts. I mean, Choices might not be much of a lullaby, but if you sing it a certain way, it could calm the baby down. I've had choices since the day I was.
He was asleep. So while he was asleep, next to me sometimes, and I would just be like, okay, well, the only time I can record is in the nighttime when I have my children taken care of. So I just used to sing there because I wanted to do it, and I enjoyed it so much I just couldn't give it up.
Well, the early versions of this, I guess you were in your 20s, raising your child there. Was this all posted on Facebook, and I guess it's still out there?
Yeah.
I saw the videos that you've had up since people can actually go to your Facebook and see the progression that you've had, how much you've gotten better and better as time progressed. This is all self-taught. That's what's amazing to me. You never had a lesson, someone, a music teacher saying, giving you scales or anything like that. That's incredible to me. That's fantastic. Amanda Foote, you're an anomaly.
Yeah, I used to sing like talk, and then as I got older, I developed a more soulful, powerful, I guess you could say like soprano singer, because I the lows real low, and then I can go really high as well.
Well, you're already giving the people an idea. You started with your wedding singing. That's one of the things that I really enjoy doing is being with people on their best days, being with their family and their friends, and they entrust me to play the music for them. But you have to learn all these songs and you provide the entertainment. Are you going solo to the wedding, or are you in a part of a band?
I was solo. I sang for her to walk down the aisle and signing of the register. It's just mostly like that. It was request from my it was one of my friends that requested it, and she's like, "Will you sing at my wedding?" And I was like, okay. And yeah, it was mostly just walking down the aisle. That's what people wanted for that moment.
Yeah, sometimes that's where it begins. I know that, a lot of singers, they'll start in open mics, karaoke shows. But what else are you doing to get yourself out into public? What others?
I did a bit of karaoke, but mostly it was Facebook. Mostly Facebook, posting videos every couple of weeks. I would slack off, and then I'd be like, oh my God, I had to sing something. I had to post something again. But what happened this year, it was an Adele clip, like just a little tiny 2-minute clip of Easy on Me, and then people started blowing up my phone like crazy. That's how it started, yeah.
Well, Adele's pretty lofty. I mean, if you can hit any of those notes that she does, that's an amazing feat in itself. And Amanda Foote, all right, once you putting out these little videos, and how are you parlaying that into a career? I mean, because putting a video out on Facebook may or may not make you some money, depending on how many hits you get, and if Facebook says, "Hey, you want to, be sponsored by us," or if some sponsors come at you. But how are you parlaying this into a career?
Well, right now I'm signed with Country Roads Records, and I work with Rick Snyder and Mick who knows. I think that's how you say it. I apologize. And Donnie Hammond's in Georgia After Studios is the one that produced the song. So my recent song, "Get Me By," is produced by him and written by me.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Okay, so when did you get involved with Country Roads Records? How did they find you?
That's how they found me, through that clip.
Through the Adele clip. So this is a very recent thing. This is only a year ago, maybe, or less?
They signed me. Rick wrote me on New Year's Eve and asked me did I want to join the team. And I had, after going through a really hard time, I almost lost my mom twice, and then I lost my dad. So it was a very tough year. And I was like, wow, like this is like a blessing. I feel so.
Once again, with your faith, you've gone through these hard times. You've had the troubles of. I'm sorry about losing your dad, but then through all that, a moment of grace. You get signed to a record label, and these are good people. I mean, I've talked to Donnie Hammond's on the podcast, and he is such a good dude. He's been doing that he's had that studio since he was a young boy, since he was in his teens. He knew that he wanted to do this. Just like you, when you got out of your teens, you knew, I just want to be a singer. And if you know that you want to be a singer and you don't want to do anything else, then that's what you have to do. And I'm glad that you have a team that's helping you get to the next level. Because by yourself, you can get to this, you can get to some level. But when you have a team that's helping you out, Rick, and oh my goodness, this is a good team. So
Rick is amazing. I love Rick. He's like one of my favorite people.
Well,
genuinely good human being, and he helps me whenever I need help. And we have our laugh about pineapple and peppermint tea. So
now, when did you figure out that you can write music? And "Get Me By," is that the first song that you've written?
It's not the first one I wrote, but I just started writing and I couldn't stop. I had written 20 songs in 9 days.
You never know where inspiration's going to come from. How did you get inspired to do 20 songs in 9 days? I have not written a song, and not let alone 20 songs. How?
I don't know. I just write about my life and what I feel and experiences and what I'm seeing. Just what I'm observing, what I'm taking in, other people's lives, whatever I feel passionate about, I write. And some days I just turn on my voice recorder while I'm driving, and it just comes out of my mouth, and I don't even know what it is.
But I'm glad that with technology, we do have this ability to record yourself singing. I know a lot of people did have tape recorders back in the day, sitting next to them in the passenger seat, and that's how they would get their thoughts and ideas out. Because a lot of times when you're driving, you're all by yourself. That's when some of the ideas do pop into your head. I know some other people, their ideas come to them in the bathroom. But that's a whole nother story, because you're by yourself and you're alone with your thoughts. But Get Me By, that's the song that I was able to access. It's the one that's out there on Spotify right now. I did take a listen to it. It's a beautiful song. And that's the first one that you've written and produced.
Yeah, it's a very soft version of my voice. I'm working on one right now that's a lot different than that will show my range and a lot more funner. So I hope you enjoy it and I hope you wait for it or whatever. But yeah, you can listen to Get Me By on all platforms, and I hope you like it.
Oh, I do. I definitely do. And my loyal listener, you definitely need to go to the Spotify, put it on your list, put it on repeat. But other than that, did you make the trip down to Georgia to go record with Donnie, or how did that happen?
Everything was done through online and emails. I recorded my vocals and sent them that way. And I
Wow.
had the guitar track. Also, I had a guitar track from a friend of mine, and I just sent it to him, and then created the rest, and it just came together. And it was amazing. And Rick helped me all the way through, and then Mike is the one that distributed it and put it out everywhere. So I'm very grateful to them for helping me and supporting me for sure.
Now, is Rick local to you? Is he close by that you actually go see him, or is this all digital as well, all online?
Rick is in Nova Scotia, so you have to get on a plane to go see him or on a boat.
Wow. This
Yeah.
internet can be used for good. I know I've said it before, but I'll say it again. It can be used for good. Now, how are you recording your vocals? You can't be recording it into a phone. What kind of equipment are you using?
I was using my little studio that set up in my house with my condenser microphone, and if not, I'll just use an actual studio that's here, which is 4 hours away, but still worth it.
I mean, it would behoove you as a singer, if that's the career that you've chosen and you're going full force. Yeah, get yourself a good microphone, something you can lay down some good tracks on. I know, a lot of SoundCloud DJs for about $1,000. You can, or SoundCloud rappers, I guess is what it's called, or SoundCloud, singers. They get for about $1,000. You get a microphone, some kind of an interface pumped into a computer, and you could make a decent demo. And if you have a Donnie Hammonds that's available to you, you send him said demo. He mixes it down, puts a little magic pixie dust on there, whatever he does in that studio, which is amazing, and then it comes out with a song that people can listen to. Get Me By. And what's Get Me By about? I really didn't listen to the lyrics. What inspired you to write that one?
It's about heart, but
It's about what? I'm sorry.
it's about heartbreak, losing love, or losing the person that you do love. It's heartbreak, but it shows that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You realize that you got to keep.
Now, is it a work of fiction or is it biographical?
I write about my life.
So those 20 songs are parts of your life?
Yeah.
When can we hear those 20 songs? Are you working on them? I know I barely heard the one song, and I'm already ready for. Come on, give me more. Give me more content. Are you in the process of doing that?
Yes, I'm working on another one right now. Obviously, it takes a bit of time to get where I am, but I do have some help with my team, who I'm very grateful for. And I'm just continuing writing right now and trying to feel which one I want to do next, because I want to make a difference. Like, I want to show versatility instead of just one, like not like one way. I actually want to show the different styles of my voice as well. So, yeah.
Well, me being a child of the 80s, I was there when MTV first came to the scene, and they actually played music videos, and that's what added, more to what I was already listening. I was listening to records. My mom, gave me records, and I was listening to them in my bedroom and playing them. That's how I started as a baby DJ. But then when MTV came on the scene and started playing music and had visual, are you making music videos? Do you have part of a team that is going to help you to put that face into a story, that music into a story, and maybe you even more?
Not right now, but I am talking to some people about that, but not. I can't say anything now. I hope to. Hope to.
All right. Well, I mean, hey, you got that song. You have a lot of cover songs. You're open, possibly, to doing events. If people slide into your messenger and find you on Facebook, because that's the only place to really find you right now is on that Facebook. What kind of what kind of messages do you want from people? Do you want what kind of events are you open to?
I'm gonna start playing at shows that are around the community when summer comes, hopefully. And I do plan on going to the States this summer, so I'm hoping to have a few shows lined up down there as well.
Well, you said in the summertime. You mean when it's only 50 below degree, 50 below Celsius?
When 20 degrees here and it's extremely hot there.
Oh my goodness, it's balmy, 20 degrees. Woo! Oh my goodness, so hot. Oh, I kid, I make fun, but as hot as it was today here in Central Arkansas, I think 20 degrees. If I put a nice jacket on, I would enjoy it.
It was 9 degrees today.
It was what?
9 degrees.
9. That's not a real temperature. That is a science experiment. I think somebody is pulling one of those science experiments that you grew up with on everybody in Newfoundland. 9 degrees. Who lives like that? Come on.
Well, this winter went down to I think it was minus 12. But I had my window open. It
You're telling me that you had your window open. Were you driving a car around in 12 degrees and this stuff? What?
my room.
What? Oh, in your room. I mean, we get 1 inch of snow here in Arkansas. That's it. Everything's closed. You might as well pack up and that's it. It's a long winter's day. Yeah, we got snow plows going 24 hours for 1 inch of snow.
Oh, we haven't that. We have snow up over the car, about a couple up over.
I guess.
And if it's snowing, that's people like to go out the house.
Humans adapt. No matter what, humans, we're like little cockroaches. We'll adapt to anything. Give me a parka, and I'll go anywhere. Well, that's fantastic. Amanda Foote, you're the coolest. You are well on your way. You have a team of people that, hey, some of them I've talked to in great length, and I appreciate what they do. And then here, you're living proof of someone that they've taken into their wing, part of the family, part of the business, and helping you to get to the next level. That is beautiful.
There is a few more people. Don Balch in Nashville, he's been promoting me and supporting me quite a bit of D&D production. He's amazing as well. And then there's Imran Ahmed, and he is, oh my God, I love Imran. We did a cover of Every Breath You Take, which you can hear on YouTube.
On YouTube?
It's style my voice for sure.
Wait, on YouTube? On his YouTube? I think I did find that.
On Project X. It's under Project X.
Okay, because I was looking for your songs on YouTube, and I found another Amanda Foote that, you know, she sings pretty good too, but I wanted to find you, Amanda Foote. You know, I'd like to be able to brand you and you know, and find you, but oh my goodness, but I did find a song with Imrad with you, and I didn't realize that. Oh, there it is. With Imran Ahmed and Amanda Foote, Every Breath You Take, and there's an actual video to it. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's just pictures, it's like a slideshow. This is my first interview and my first time on video like this.
Well, I'm excited that, hey, I'm your first, and I hope I'm not your last. I hope that, you know, as time progresses, you come back on this podcast and talk a little bit more, but I hope that every podcaster that hears this reaches out to you and wants to know more about you. Okay, I see what the video is. It's kind of like maybe a B-roll video that's set to the song. That is cool. That's a great song.
And he did. Like, he's an amazing guitarist, and he's won awards and everything. He really deserves everything. He's absolutely phenomenal.
Well, who is Haggett Castell? Because it looks like it's on there. What?
Video. She did a video for us, actually, a song of the cover song. She's done a few. But the original one is just pictures, slideshow.
Fantastic. That's amazing. You are well on your way. And I'm so glad you give shout outs and give credit where credit is due, because we can't do this by ourselves. We need help. You know, yes, you can record into your phone. You can record, you know, your vocals and give people an idea. You can record on your Facebook, and people are going to ask for requests. That's fantastic. That's a good place to start. But then you never know where you're going to go from there. And here you are going to that next level. But, you know, I could see you. Do you want to be, I know you have the children at home, the boys, but once they get older and, you know, get on there, able to take care, fend for themselves, do you see yourself moving out of Newfoundland and heading farther out?
I can see myself moving for sure. I really want to pursue my career and my music. They're actually getting a lot more. My oldest work, so it would be a lot easier for them to travel as well. So once I get that up for them, and yeah, I can see myself leaving, but just not yet.
Oh, not yet. No. But hey, there's plenty of work to be found, plenty of people in Newfoundland. Am I saying Newfoundland right?
Newfoundland.
Newfoundland. Okay. I guess I'm learning from the best. I put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Newfoundland or Newfoundland sounds better anyway.
Okay. Well, that's beautiful. And hey, there's plenty of people that need to be entertained right there in your own backyard, right there at your home. Stay within a 50-mile radius, and people are going to love you. And if anybody outside of that radius needs to hear it, head for your Spotify. You know, just put your name, Amanda Foote, right there in your Spotify. Look up "Get Me By." And that's a perfect place to start. And I guess as time progresses, you're going to be adding to that playlist as well, right?
Absolutely, yeah. We're still working on a lot of things, and I have a lot of more projects to do as well. Just everything takes time, you know. It's all a process, and I can't expect it to all come together overnight.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm going to be patient and just let it work its magic on its own.
Oh, but as a creator, I want it now. Like Veruca Salt, I want it now. I want it now.
I do want it now, but I want it good.
Yes,
and I want to make sure I do it right.
Yes, you do. Well, you're in Donnie Hammond's hand, and that's good. That's a good place to start. But all right, Amanda Foote, you've given plenty of shout outs. If there's any other people that you need to shout out as we wind this thing down, anybody else you need to thank?
I can thank Matt Chase. He's absolutely amazing helping with music, and we discuss a lot of stuff. He's actually a musician himself, and he's an amazing artist. You can find him on the page. He does everything. He does the videos. He does the shows. If you want to check him out, he's phenomenal as well. And my friends, Brad Farrell, he's another one. He's older country. He sings from his heart. He's absolutely amazing. I'm just grateful for who I have in my life, and I think they deserve to be recognized as well.
Well, if anybody follows you at facebook.com/Amanda Foote 7, that's Foot with an E at the end, Foot with an E. And that's your one Facebook page, right? There's no other Facebook page to follow?
No, I do have a music page, but I'm having some difficulties with it, so I'm trying to fix that as well. And when it gets underway, I'll definitely let you know and my audience know for sure.
Well, I'll definitely share it with the people that I know, and they'll tell two friends, and they'll tell two friends, and so on. I'm so excited for you, Amanda Foote. We're really on the ground floor, and you are skyrocketing from here, going up, as it were. All right. Well, I usually like to finish these things off with last words for the people. I don't want this to be the last time that we talk. As time progresses, once again, you are invited back here to the What Makes You Famous podcast. Now, the last words for the people, it could be words to live by, something you heard a long time ago, maybe a mantra you wake up with every morning, or whatever pops into your head at this moment in time. Amanda Foote, give the last words for the people.
My mantra is self, never give up on your dream, and always stay humble and kind.
Say that one more time so the people can understand.
Believe in yourself, never give up on your dream, and always stay humble and kind.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. What a sweet lady, Amanda Foote. Oh my goodness, such a sweetheart. She's so nice, and she said she was shy when she was a kid. She's right out there. I mean, you can still see that hint of shyness, the sweetness, but you could tell she's about to break out of that cage. She's already got the one song out there on Spotify. I encourage you to find "Get Me By" on Spotify. Amanda Foote, Foot with an E for those people that are listening to the audio version. And I guess if you're listening to the audio version, the name of the podcast, it's right there. It says Amanda Foote right there. But don't read if you're driving, okay? Or if you're running in traffic or anywhere near traffic. Okay? Keep your eyes on what you're doing, but keep me in your ears, me and Amanda. Thank you so much for being on the podcast, Amanda Foote. I look forward to hearing more from you and your sweet voice. Oh my goodness, such a good time, such a good person. Thanks for being on the What Makes You Famous podcast. Now, I'm turning my attention to you. If you would like to tell your story, I encourage you to give me a call, 501-470-6386, or email keysdan@aol.com. That's it for me. It's KeysDAN, RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com. Peace. I'm out of here.